The theory of human evolution explains how modern humans came into existence through a long process of biological change spanning millions of years. It is based on scientific evidence from fossils, genetics, comparative anatomy, archaeology, and geology. According to this theory, humans did not suddenly appear in their present form. Instead, they evolved gradually from earlier primate ancestors through a process called evolution by natural selection. Evolution is the change in inherited characteristics of populations over many generations. The basic mechanism behind evolution was explained by Charles Darwin in the 19th century. Darwin proposed that all living organisms share common ancestors and that species change over time as they adapt to their environments. Individuals within a species show variations in traits such as size, strength, or intelligence. Those traits that help individuals survive and reproduce are more likely to be passed on to the next generation. Over long periods, this process leads to the emergence of new species. Human evolution begins with primates, a group of mammals that includes monkeys, apes, and humans. Primates evolved around 60 to 70 million years ago and were characterized by flexible limbs, forward-facing eyes, and relatively large brains. Among primates, the group most closely related to humans is the great apes, which include chimpanzees, gorillas, and orangutans. Scientific studies show that humans and chimpanzees share about 98 to 99% of their DNA, indicating a common ancestor that lived around 6 to 7 million years ago. One of the most important steps in human evolution was the development of bipedalism, or walking on two legs. Early human ancestors, known as hominins, gradually shifted from moving on all fours to upright walking. Bipedalism freed the hands, allowing early humans to carry objects, use tools, and perform more complex tasks. Fossil evidence of early bipedal hominins includes species such as Australopithecus, which lived in Africa between 4 and 2 million years ago. Australopithecines had small brains, but showed clear adaptations for walking upright. As evolution continued, brain size began to increase significantly. This marked the emergence of the genus Homo, which includes modern humans and their close extinct relatives. Homo habilis, often considered the earliest member of this genus, appeared around 2.4 million years ago. It had a larger brain than earlier hominins and is associated with the earliest known stone tools. These tools were simple but represented an important advancement, showing that early humans could shape their environment to meet their needs. Later, Homo erectus emerged around 1.9 million years ago and played a major role in human evolution. Homo erectus had a much larger brain, a more human-like body structure, and the ability to walk and run long distances. This species was also the first to migrate out of Africa, spreading into parts of Asia and Europe. One of the most significant achievements of Homo erectus was the controlled use of fire. Fire provided warmth, protection, and a new way to cook food, which made digestion easier and may have contributed to further brain development. Over time, different human species evolved in various parts of the world. Some of these included Homo neanderthalensis, commonly known as Neanderthals, who lived in Europe and parts of Asia until about 40,000 years ago. Neanderthals were physically strong, had large brains, and used advanced tools. They also showed signs of social behavior, such as caring for the sick and burying the dead. Genetic evidence suggests that Neanderthals interbred with early modern humans, leaving traces of their DNA in many people alive today. Modern humans, known scientifically as Homo sapiens, appeared in Africa around 300,000 years ago. They had lighter skeletons, highly developed brains, and advanced cognitive abilities. What set Homo sapiens apart was not just brain size, but the complexity of thought. Modern humans developed language, symbolic thinking, art, and complex social structures. Cave paintings, sculptures, and tools show that early Homo sapiens could communicate ideas, plan for the future, and express emotions and beliefs. The spread of Homo sapiens across the globe marks a crucial phase in human evolution. Around 60,000 to 70,000 years ago, modern humans began migrating out of Africa and gradually populated all continents except Antarctica. As they moved into different environments, they adapted to varying climates, diets, and living conditions. These adaptations led to differences in physical traits such as skin color, body shape, and hair type. However, these differences are superficial. Genetically, all humans are remarkably similar, reinforcing the idea that humanity is one species with a shared evolutionary history. In addition to biological evolution, cultural evolution played a major role in shaping humanity. Unlike genetic changes, cultural changes can occur rapidly and be passed from one generation to another through learning. The development of agriculture around 10,000 years ago transformed human societies, leading to permanent settlements, population growth, and complex civilizations. Technology, language, religion, and social systems continued to evolve, further distinguishing humans from other animals. The theory of human evolution is supported by strong scientific evidence. Fossils provide physical proof of transitional forms between early hominins and modern humans. Comparative anatomy shows similarities in bone structure between humans and other primates. Genetic studies reveal shared DNA and patterns of inheritance that confirm common ancestry. Archaeological findings, such as tools and art, help scientists understand how early humans lived and thought. In conclusion, the theory of human evolution explains that humans evolved gradually from primate ancestors through natural selection and adaptation over millions of years. Key developments such as bipedalism, increased brain size, tool use, language, and culture shaped the path toward modern humans. Rather than being separate from nature, humans are part of the natural world, connected to all living beings through a shared evolutionary history. Understanding human evolution not only explains our physical origins, but also helps us understand human behavior, diversity, and our place in the story of life on Earth.